let's discuss how to read a scholarly article. So what is a scholarly article? Well, it's a way for scholars and researchers to communicate. Scholarly articles may also be referred to as scientific, academic, peer-reviewed, or refereed sources. Scholarly articles provide the most up-to-date information about a specific topic. So why use a scholarly article? Well, all research builds upon other researchers' and scholars' ideas. And when you use those articles and you cite scholarly research, it adds to the credibility of your paper that you're writing. Let's discuss identifying a scientific article. A scientific or scholarly article has a specific structure to it. It has an abstract, an introduction, methods section, results section, and a discussion. When reading a scientific article, the best method is to actually skim rather than read the entire article. And the most efficient way to read is to first look at the title and abstract, then the discussion, then the introduction, the results section, and the methodology. While reading each section, continue to ask yourself, is this interesting and relevant to my research? Now let's look at the most effective way to read each section. When reading the abstract, look for the purpose or objective of the study. Next, look for the method of the study, which lets you know how the study was conducted. Within the abstract, the results section lets you know what they found. Finally, read the conclusion, which lets you know what that means, what the study means. Again, ask yourself, is this interesting and relevant to my paper? If not, you may want to consider reading another article. When reading the discussion section, look to see if the author answers the research questions posed in the introduction. See if they also explain how the results support their conclusions. When reading the discussion section, an important question to ask yourself is, do I understand what the author is saying? The third step in reading a scientific article efficiently is to read the introduction. The purpose of the introduction is to stimulate readers' interest, explain the article in the context of existing research. So it often moves from very general literature to more specific literature and then narrows the focus of the research. After reading the introduction, ask, does this explain why the researchers conducted the study? Are the research questions being answered in the conclusion that the abstract provided? When reading the introduction, there are some key phrases to look for to help you determine whether or not this article would be a good fit for your paper. Some of those key phrases may be, we propose, the purpose of the research study is, we hypothesize, the study was guided by, and we introduce. The results section describes what the author found and presents key data findings. When reading the results, consider, is the data collected able to answer the research questions? Does the data support the conclusions? The methods section is often the most difficult for students to read because it contains technical or jargon language. But the methods section does help you to determine what experiments have been completed. It lets you know who participated in the experiment, what the variables of the experiment are, and the procedure of study used. RefWorks is a tool that may also help you when performing research. RefWorks is a citation management tool that allows you to generate APA 7th edition citations. You may also upload PDFs of articles to RefWorks. You can use RefWorks to read articles and then annotate them. And then it also has an incredible search functions that lets you locate those articles and cite them in your paper. Continue to look for ways to save time when doing research. Remember to read articles in the most efficient way and to annotate articles using RefWorks. If you need help while doing research, don't struggle alone. Seek out help by emailing reference@rider.edu or click on the chat button on one of the library pages and connect with a librarian.